What did the scouts did to the woman who went to serve the Germans in a concentration camp without sparing even her own mother? From the Memoirs of a Scout, the 28th Guards Regiment deployed in northern Norway was ordered to make a detour maneuver and attack the German troops defending Kirkenes from the rear, but the plans suddenly changed. The regiment was surrounded. On the outskirts of Kirkenes, the scouts saw a strange sight. Long rows of barracks surrounded by barbed wire. It was a concentration camp. Towards them rushed a crowd of women in gray-striped robes, not yet fully realizing what had happened. Many of them were crying, hugging, and kissing their liberators. The shoulder straps of the Soviet soldiers caused the former prisoners genuine amazement. An unexpected noise came from one of the barracks, and alarm instantly gripped the camp. Screaming voices overlapped each other, and a crowd quickly gathered around the epicenter of the commotion. Even the scouts, attracted by the commotion, hurried to the scene. The picture that opened to their eyes shocked everyone. Several women were attacking the girl, who was different from the others in her appearance. Only warning shots in the air were able to stop the violent fight. When the crowd parted, the girl struggled to get to her feet. Tall, slender, wearing a silk dress and a massive bracelet on her arm, she stood out sharply from the rest of the prisoners. The scout, speaking German, asked who she was. The answer, uttered in the purest Russian, was full of rage and hatred. She shouted loudly that she hated everyone. It soon became clear that the woman in front of them was a Russian woman who had sold her soul to the Nazis and become an overseer, not even sparing her mother, who was also a prisoner. This news stunned the scouts, but they quickly came to their senses, realizing that they had to do something about it. One of them suggested doing what they had done with other traitors: convene a tribunal and try the traitor. The tribunal consisted of 3 concentration camp prisoners and one of the scouts. The sentence was passed quickly and mercilessly, the death penalty. However, for the scouts it was not as simple as they expected. The decision, made on emotions, turned out for them new, unpredictable consequences. The scouts found themselves in a difficult position. On the one hand, the concentration camp inmates, full of rage and thirst for revenge, demanded immediate reprisal against the traitor. On the other hand, it was against their principles and beliefs to raise a hand against an unarmed woman, even if she deserved punishment. Borodulin, the commander of the group, could not allow a lynching either. But how to calm the angry crowd? Suddenly, an idea popped into his head. He loudly addressed the women, calling for silence. When the clamor died down, Borodulin offered a few volunteers to go with them to the mountains to witness the shooting of the traitor. As he expected, there were no volunteers. Taking advantage of the confusion, the scouts quickly took the prisoner out of the camp and delivered her to the division's special department in Kirkenes. Friends, this is how the video turned out, and what you think about it, write in the comments.